few quick updates about the Performance Nut Butter project. I'm actually ordering 300 of these. So these are my new sample jars that I'm going to be sending out to influencers and beta testers. That's the version 1.0 of the label, something quick I did in Photoshop. So I'm going to be sending out a bunch of these to the influencers and beta testers. And I just wanted to show this. I'm sending 150 pounds of nuts to my co-packer to produce the 300 of these 8-ounce ones. This is, if you ever wonder what 50 pounds of nuts look like, this is 50 pounds of macadamia nuts that were accidentally sent to me, which I'm kind of annoyed about, but that's a whole other story. We're supposed to be sent to my co-packer, so now I'm going to send it to my co-packer. So let's open it up and see what's inside. So this, like I said, each of the macadamia, all the nuts come in 25-pound cases. So it's 25 pounds and another 25 pounds. So let's see what it looks like inside. Being careful not to cut inside there. Wow. Want to look at this? So this is 25 pounds of nuts in there. They look delicious. So I'm pretty excited about this. Sending these to my co-packer. Gonna get me 50 of these jars pretty soon. Video I sent to my Facebook group. So if you've been watching these videos, you know I have a Facebook group, like a product launch, Performance Nut Butter Launch Facebook group. And the way it works is people sign up for my email, and if you haven't yet, go to performancenutbutter.com. They sign up for my email list so they can win potentially a free jar. And they also, I send an automated email to them, and then they respond to that email. Hopefully, we have a little bit of a dialogue. So this week, or this day, I think this is day 12 or 13, the big things I've been doing are ordering the nuts to get the 300 jars, like I talked about. The other thing that I've been doing is just honestly responding to emails has taken up a decent amount of time, but I've gotten some help with that, which has been very nice. And then the other part is these nuts. These nuts, so these are the 50 pounds of macadamia nuts. I'm pretty pissed off actually about the store, and I think there's a good lesson out of this. And realistically, it's a pretty cheap lesson, so I should be happy that I got the lesson now versus later. So the lesson was, I'll tell you the whole story really quickly just so you can get the full lesson as well. So I've been ordering nuts from different suppliers. So I ordered my cashews and my coconut from one supplier, and these macadamia nuts from a different supplier because the first supplier doesn't have the dry roasted conventional macadamia nuts. So I found a new person, and I ordered a sample. And I told them I need the sample to be sent to my house so I can try it to make sure they're high quality. Now I'm pretty sure I told her that I'm going to have somebody co-packing it for me, but that's not the point of the story. So then I went to order the 50 pounds. I said, I'd like to order the 50 pounds. She's like, sure, here. She sent me a link, and I filled in the information. And in the information, I filled out my address and where it's going to be shipped to. Now, I got the pro forma invoice, which I looked up what that actually means because I wasn't sure. And pro forma means before shipment is made, before the sale is made. And she told me, this shipment will not be made until you pay for it. So I looked at the pro forma invoice, and it was being shipped to my address again. I'm like, no, that's wrong. So I called her up and I said, hey, yeah, I'll give you my credit card information, but the shipment address is wrong. It needs to be shipped up to Oakland, not to my house here in Santa Monica. She said, no problem. I can take care of that. I gave her my credit card information, because at this point, she didn't have any of my credit card information, so she could not charge me. I get an email later in the day saying, hey, sorry, it's already been sent to your address. I couldn't change it. And I was charged $45 shipping to my address. Well, I'm like, okay, well that's fine. Can you waive the shipping charge then? Or give me a FedEx thing so I can ship it up to Oakland at no charge, because it was supposed to go to Oakland. She's like, no, I can't do that, sorry. So I'm like, wait a minute, I have to pay for the shipping even though you said that you were gonna put it up there? She's like, yeah, well you didn't tell me that it was gonna be changed when you ordered it. I'm like, first off, I never said it was gonna be the same address. You assumed it was the same address, and I did tell you it was going to be changed before I gave you my payment information. So the moral of the story, I found there's two things, and this really upsets me when this kind of stuff happens, because I hate when someone has that kind of leverage on you from a negotiating standpoint. One, also, I never agreed on the shipping charges before they were sent. Truth is, it's not that far from me. I would have probably just went and picked it up if they were going to be charging me $45 for shipping. It's literally 30 minutes away from where I live. So that's one thing, is make sure that everything is written out Because, now it's her word against mine, even though she said to me, I will change the shipping address. The second thing is, very unlikely to go with her now as a person to buy nuts from. Now, I don't want to burn that bridge. I don't, because she might have the best quality product at the cheapest price and it might save me a few $100s. But if this same mistake would have happened on the larger order, because the next order I place is going to probably be 1,000 pounds, 1,200 pounds, somewhere in that range. If it would have got shipped to my address instead of to Oakland, that would have been hundreds and hundreds of dollars that I would have to spend twice on shipping. So get everything in writing. Be really careful with these people. They don't care about you. They don't have your best interests in mind. I don't know if I believe. I think she might have already even known that it was already shipped out, or either A, she already knew it was shipped out and she just wanted to get my credit card information. B, maybe she didn't try that hard to get it changed. And I think that could be the other thing, because I am such a small fish in her world. Most of the people that she probably buys from her are buying thousands and thousands of pounds. I'm buying 50 pounds, even though it's going to be in the future to buy 1,000 pounds. So I think the moral of the story, get everything in writing. Make sure everything's correct before you give payment details. That's probably some of the big stuff there. If you haven't yet, go click here. You can sign up for some updates. I have my e-commerce starter pack, which is checklists. It's got a bunch of cool things that I find very useful to starting an e-commerce business. Also, if you have any questions about anything I've talked about, leave it in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe, pretty please.